Okay, I just want to make a quick video here, kind of pointing out some of the things that you'll see in the report. First and foremost, there's a lot of sun damage on this roof. So basically it's just where when the coating starts getting a lot of sediment on it from ponded areas, it starts to degrade. So you'll have an oxidation starts to happen with the sun. And it just, if nobody comes up here and cleans it every year or anything, it just starts to degrade. So that's where all of these cracks are. All the ponded areas are compromised. It's accepting water everywhere. It's getting in the system. So you've got areas like that. You've got areas, where it's just burned off. So this is just raw foam that, accepting water. Bubbled areas like this where moisture had gotten in the past and it's just like blistered from the heat. Ponded areas like this have a lot of sediment. You'll see in my report, in my estimate, where I'm talking about doing dry brushing to remove this sediment and blowing it out. I do it that way because if I come in and pressure wash first, then I kind of work against myself, because areas like this will just accept water. So all of this, and then I've got to let more dry time happen. So when I'm prepping the roof, I'll clean all these areas dry. I'll pre-treat this with a flashing grade acrylic, and it's just a different process. And then this has to cure on its own first. So I'll come in, I'll do all the prep work ahead of time, allow that 48 hours to cure. Areas like this are kind of strange and sensitive, but it's building up a lot of debris. But I'd like to shave this down a little bit right here so that water can pass through this a little bit better. It shouldn't be building up like that. Over here we are, let's see, so these are the fissure that I'm talking about on my estimate and in the report. This is where the foam system is pulling away from this wall. And you can see it right along here where it's pulled away and it's accepting water into the system. So it's coming in and getting behind the foam back here. Here's a long one. So it runs all along here, all the way to here. So that's a pretty deep crack. And this will continue pulling away. So what needs to happen is we've got to fill this first, and then I'll put a Tyvek, it's a type of fabric, like a polyester. I think it's actually made of nylon, but it'll go here. So it's a 4-inch strip after I fill this in, and then I will reinforce that crack so it's not going to be pulling away any longer. So these type of situations where they're blisters, where you can push in, if air's coming out, water's going in. So these areas, once I get all this clean, these will be cut out and filled in. All of this is done prior to the coating. So you've got to do all of these repairs. Look at all these are just, bursted. All of this needs to be cut and pre-treated. We've got a pretty deep crack going along here too. I've noted that in the report. And we've got some deep cracks on this parapet as well. Some pulling away over here. So that's pretty much what I'm talking about. This over here all has to, be cleaned and hand brushed in. Same thing with down here, all these little intricate areas. We'll make sure all those are all sealed up. But there's quite a bit of preparatory work that's got to be done on this roof before we can coat it. So there you go. The rest of it you'll see in the report.